You are welcome here for the demo day of Idea Market for today. Starting a little bit later, but that should be all okay. So I'm going to ask you to grab a seat. Today we have a very special day because although it's a little bit before Christmas, we're going to showcase and present 7 teams that came or went through the Idea Market of the spot. So the program is called Booster. Booster is created in partnership with Forbes, Slovakia. It's being created as a acceleration program, incubation acceleration program for startups that want to start in Slovakia and want to create the new ESET or SciTech from Slovakia, and we're here to help them. I'm just going to run through a couple of very simple slides. Just to give you an idea, we started somewhere in October with a information kickoff day for the booster for the Idea Market phase. And now we've been working for 6 weeks with the teams. It was a very intensive 6 weeks. Those 6 weeks were dedicated to idea validation. Basically, it was trying to figure out if the business idea makes sense, if the business idea is viable. And in the course of this validation, out of the 11 teams that started, we're going to showcase only 6 teams today because 5 did not get through the cuts. They understood that their idea will not hang. And these guys, we're not sure if their idea is going to be okay, we're going to be right, but they're 6 weeks into the validation and they still think it's a good idea. So we're gonna show these 6 ideas today. The next phase that we're going to move on to in January, because until the end of this week we're going to announce the teams that are going to go to the incubation. And the incubation is a time where from ideas we go to prototypes. We start developing the applications or the services. We start finding the first few customers, and we're trying to validate with them a real product and not only a wireframe. And from that on, we're going to go for scaling, and that's the actual acceleration part. And this part is going to be from March, 4 months. So help me, that's going to be July-ish for the acceleration phase. But more about that later on. Only a very short description of the Idea Market, just a short recap to understand what we were actually doing here. We're matching startup founders, and these were wonderful people that either had their own ideas or just came from corporations or from schools that wanted to create and start their own business. And we matched them with subject matter experts that were bringing their validated ideas that make sense, they think from their expertise that they can be business built on top of them. And the goal is to create a startup team with a global potential with the support of the Spot Booster. I'm not going to bore you with this. We started on 22nd of October, went through pitch training sessions, business mentoring, we were modeling and validating meetups, had individual consultings, and now we are here and we're going to have the 7 teams present 4 minutes, and we're going to have our great jury that I'm going to introduce just in a short couple of seconds to ask questions in 2 minutes that should drill them and show their knowledge and capability and their subject matter expertise. We went through the Idea Market with a book called The Startup Owner Manual. It's been written on Stanford in Silicon Valley by a guy named Steve Blank. And we're teaching and going through the validation from this book. We had wonderful experts from our partner organizations that helped us out with this. And then we did a lot of drilling and supporting. If you've been to the Startup Awards this year, we gave the same amount of intensive pitch training support to these teams just as we gave to the 12 ones on Startup Awards. Before we go to the startups, I would like to show you a short video that one of my colleagues created. That should show you the work on the
na čas.
Najväčšou výzvou pre mňa bola tímová spolupráca, lebo ja som vlastne tu spoznala svojich co-founderov.
Ako overiť myšlienku v praxi a ako ju prezentovať tak, aby zaujala.
Tak naučil som sa určite poznať svoj customer segment a value proposition. Tak ja som sa naučil ako v praxi overiť, či vlastne nejaký nápad má vôbec zmysel na realizáciu.
Na tomto úžasnom workshope som sa naučil, ako sa rozprávať so zákazníkmi, ako validovať naše hypotézy a ako vyplňať business case.
ID Booster mi určite pomohol v tom, že oveľa som rýchlejšie rozbehol tie nápady a dostávam ich na papier do reality.
Očakávam rozšírenú možnosť pracovať na svojom nápade.
Očakávam, že pustíme nápad z prezentácií do reálneho života.
Rozvoj nášho nápadu a preniknutie k prvým zákazníkom.
Talking as a robot. Here, I'm a robot. A strašne sa teším na demo days. To je všetko, dovidenia.
Okay, that's the next video. That's not supposed to play. Good. Great. So, yes. So, now we have the 7 teams that are going to present in this particular order. So, the first one is going to be Shiny, and then another one is going to be Weighty, Track Shop, Go Discover. And the Go Discover is a different team. Go Discover is a team that was not an idea market, but came here from Startup Weekend. We went through a lot of applications for the incubation, and we saw that Go Discovery is a good thing to showcase here as an example of what happens or what kind of startups are created in a short time outside of the booster environment, just to give you a comparison. And Go Discovery is a candidate for the incubation phase, of course, for January and the coming months. Then we have Ticket Tuna, Pro Guide, Tipster Box. On front of you, or on the chairs you're sitting right now, you should have descriptions of each of the teams, so you can read them. And please, if you feel like it, and if you don't have it right there, just ask one of my colleagues. We're happy to give you out more of these documents. If you want to write some notes or comments or feedback that you see and feel that would help the teams to grow and move forward, feel free to do that and leave it with us. So we'll then give it to the teams, and the teams can receive more feedback, not only from this team jury that we have here, or board of advisors, I want to rather call it. Right now, I would like to introduce the board of advisors. From our partner ČSOB, it's Braňo Straka. From ASECO of Central Europe, it's Marek Gross. From our partner Taylor Wessing, it's Mr. Leontio. And sometimes also KPMG should come in, and we're going to ask her to sit in the front so she can also ask more questions on Filipova. So without further ado, I'm going to turn on the presentation of Shiny. I'm not sure, do we want to turn off the lights here or not for this part? Could do that, right? Yep, much better. Thank you. Very nice. So, Saini, please come on stage. You're going to have the mic, and you have 4 minutes for your presentation.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome, everybody. I'm really glad that you joined us today, because now you will see how the future courier will look like. You know, today, courier companies have a problem. When they get a major order, for example, from a telco company, it is connected with huge printing costs, up to 70 cents per one contract. It takes them 2 or 3 days to reach the customer and then to return the contract back to the company. They are pushed from this side to digitize, and they have a problem with contract routing. Imagine that every day you get a pile of 500 contracts on your desk, and you have to sort it which one goes to which courier or which country, part of country. Okay, and that's why we are building Signy. It's a cloud-based platform which enables courier to sign e-documents. In the near future, every courier will have a tablet with him, and customers will no more sign paper documents, but they will sign directly on a tablet. It has full legal validity as a sign on a paper, so it's biometric signature. This solution has multiple benefits for each participating party. For courier, he can save printing costs. He can deliver the service that is requested by his customer. He can sign contracts within few hours. Imagine that during lunch hours, somebody orders a new service. This contract can be pushed to the tablet of a courier in the field, and he can stop by his customer on the same day. And this contract can be in the company on the same day that customer ordered the service. And they have also new revenue opportunities, such as they can scan IDs, or, for example, they can take surveys with the customers. The telco companies or other businesses, they can have incremental revenues because they are able to activate the service sooner. It means the sooner they can send an invoice. With sooner activation, they also get customer satisfaction, and also it's joined with saving on contract scanning and archiving. And the customer, he gets faster service activation. He can store his contracts digitally, so he never lose them. And this solution is also eco-friendly. The couriers, which will offer this service to the telco companies, will pay us transaction fee, and customers will get this service for free. Today, there are 250 million contracts signed in Europe only every year. We are aiming 35 million contracts. These are the contracts signed via courier. And first, we are beginning with telco providers. It makes 30 million contracts per year. But it's not only telco companies, it's also banks or insurance companies. In our team, we have experience from large corporations, from local companies, and also from startups, with background in business development, consulting, and IT. So till today, we validated the idea. Now we are starting to develop the software. In 2015, we will acquire 2 customers, and in 2016, we are ready for Europe rollout. To achieve this, we are seeking an investment and contacts in major courier companies in Europe. So let's utilize this market opportunity together.
Great.
Thank you. I like it. I think it can fly, and I will be interesting to discuss with you.
Yeah, thank you for support.
If I can add, I like it too. I see the potential in different markets, but let's speak about it later.
Yeah, we will be glad to speak with you.
Good evening. I have a legal question, as I'm a lawyer. How did you solve the question of validity of the signature, validity of the contract? Did you look after the legal provision which do give a binding force to such a contract?
Yes, we validated this with lawyers, and basically when you sign on a paper, there is some biometry behind it. For example, how you push the pen, how you curve your curves, and so on. And this can be read also on a tablet. It's a special tablet, for example, from Samsung. It's connected with the pen, and they have this layer that can read these biometric parts of your signature. Did I answer the question?
Yes, thank you, and I wish you good luck with the Slovak courts to accept such a signature. No, but I mean, good that you looked after the legal aspects too. Thanks.
I'm not afraid about this because, for example, in Telecom or O2, when you sign your contract in the shop, they have a tablet which is electronical.
Great. Any other additional questions? We can have one from the audience. We have still some time if somebody wants to ask a question. Come on, guys. Come on.
What's the technology part that you actually bring to the table?
We are building on a technology made by Samsung, and we want to utilize this technology with our software and offer this to the courier companies. This software can read the biometric part of the signature, and it can encrypt it into the PDF document, and it is cloud-based solution, so the work between, for example, the telco company and the courier and the way back. So either way, encrypt the PDF document, read the biometric part of the signature, and then the workflow.
Cool, great. Thank you very much. That was Saini. Thank you. Okay, so next up is Waity.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Michal, and I have to tell you, I really hate waiting. No, I'm not going to talk about girlfriends and wives. I'm talking about waiting in restaurants, in bars, and in cafes. Once, I almost miss my theater because I have to wait until the waiters brings me the bill. And it was more than 20 minutes. I asked for it 4 times, and nothing happens. So I decided to leave without paying, and then actually I get a little bit more attention of the waiters than I wanted. We asked several people if they have same experience, and 2 or 3 people said that they experiencing too long waiting when they want to order, to reorder, or to pay the bill in a restaurant. They also said if the service is faster, they would spend up to 20% more. Up to 20% more. So this means restaurants are losing their money. This was the problem. So our solution is to create an online platform for which provides instant ordering and instant payments directly to restaurant customers. Let's have a look how it works in our prototype. This is Erika. She would like to have a glass of wine. All she has to do is to tap on ordering icon on her mobile phone and choose her favorite wine and send the order to waiters. In a moment, she gets her taste of France on the table. And because Erika is a nice girl, she pays the bill afterwards with Waity app and can leave the restaurant. With this solution, we have 1.5 million restaurants in the European Union. With this solution, we want to achieve the bigger restaurant, which means restaurants which have more than 100 seats. This is about 300,000 restaurants in the European Union. In Slovakia, and Czech Republic, it's about 3,000 restaurants. The first year, we want to focus on Slovakia and Czech Republic. So from Slovakia and Czech Republic, in first year, we want to get 150 restaurants using direct sales. Next year, we want to grow and achieve some restaurants also by online channels. So based on our business model, which contains fixed monthly fee and usage fee, we can say that after 2 years, we can achieve 585,000 euro per year. These numbers come from our own interviews with restaurants owners, managers, and also customers. As you can see, most of them said that they like the idea of instant ordering and instant payments. Also, we found research from USA made by National Restaurant Association, which says that 40% of restaurant customers would use an electronic ordering system if it's available. This is a nice number. Of course, there are also already some competitors. One startup from UK, which want to provide some similar functionality, was funded by 1.7 million pounds. And also a startup from USA was funded $48 million. And also there are also some old school traditional competitors like POS and paper notes. And here we are, 2 experienced software developers and 1 manager. We have worked for big companies on big projects, and actually I have to say none of them failed. What we're looking for, we are 2 developers. We don't need another developer yet, but we're looking for seed funding, which will help us to start a company, and also a mentor. Thank you, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Great, thank you.
Okay, I have a question regarding the basic idea. If we speak about restaurants, I understood that you would like to do the whole process faster, the ordering and the payment process.
Yes, that's correct.
But if we look at the ordering process, why do you think, how the personal relationship between the waiter and the customer in choosing, for example, the wines could be affected by your tool? I mean, for me as a customer, I'm happy to get some advice from the waiter and not just to choose on some hard facts which are printed.
Yes, that depends on the customer. You are the customer who likes the communication with waiter, but some customers doesn't like. As you can see from USA, 40% of customers don't like the communication with waiter and want to use an electronic ordering system. And also we know some luxury restaurants won't use such a system because they say it's very important for us to communicate the communication between waiter and customer. So yes, we know not all customers and not all restaurants want such a solution. But there are restaurants which are mostly big restaurants.
Let's do short answers, please.
Okay. Not for all, but they are customers for this solution.
We have time for one more question. Yeah.
I can ask you that how it will really work in the terms that I can imagine that I will have this app in my mobile, but then you plan that customer or each restaurant will plug in their own menu, and then I have to be, I can't imagine how it will work.
They can set up the menu manually, or they can import the menu. Most restaurants has Excel sheet with menu items, and they can import the menu, the Excel sheet into the application, and they don't have anything to type.
Because some of them they have 20 pages, and some of them they have 1 page. Yeah.
Doesn't matter if they have in Excel, which is most of POS system allows to export in Excel files or CSV files. So there is a way they don't have anything
Short
to type.
answer, yes, it's simple. Yeah.
Yes, it's
great. Thank you. Thank you. That was weighty. Good. Okay. So we have Track Shop. Here you have the mic, and then you have the slides and the clicker. Right? Okay. Go for it.
So hi, my name is Michael and I am co-founder of TrackShop. Very simple, TrackShop is something like Google Analytics for offline retail. Imagine if you have online stores, you have many possibilities how can you measure your data of customers. But if you have offline stores, you haven't so many possibilities. So the problem what we solve is offline stores can make effective marketing, can effectively locate their staff, and then they have higher costs because they don't know exactly who are their customers and how they behave in stores. So our solution is tracking people in these stores when they have their Wi-Fi on smartphone turns on. And then we can analyze it and track it. They must not be connected to free Wi-Fi, just they must have turned on their Wi-Fi. Our team is me and Martin. Martin is responsible for IT, and I am for business side. Our solution is universal for all kind of stores, but we want to focus on these 4 kind of stores, and we want to start in Bratislava. Our product will be a web page with menu on the left side, and then you can select it some categories like gender, retention of movement, and then you can see it on the maps or graphs. Everything will be very simple to use. Our business model is pay for service. It will be light package on Ultra. Light package includes some basic metrics, and fee will be €100 per month. And Ultra package includes this plus movement and personal ads, but the price depends on number of nodes and size of store. We want to use direct sales through salesman to the customer, or use reseller like Wi-Fi provider or cameras provider to the customer. We have already our technology partner. It will be our supplier of nodes, and we will have already first store where we can test it. Our competition is mostly from USA, but some companies in Europe too, but they use other technology like Bluetooth or heat maps camera, so we can bring high quality of data and for affordable price. Our validation for last month was interviews, meeting with stores and meeting with experts. And what we found is about 72% of all people use smartphone, and about 50% of all people have their Wi-Fi turned on. So it's important for us. Our timeline, we started with the idea in August, and we plan start development in January, then testing and launch maybe in November next year. What we are looking for is funding from testing and development, then contacts for stores or retail experts and mentors. And thank you for your attention.
Cool.
I would like to I like it, but for me the 2 questions which I can say. One is what is the technology which track me, and how we will promote it, or how we will, how to say, motivate the customer to use it. I mean now the shop, the people in the shop.
When you have your smartphone, maybe you have your Wi-Fi on, and then your smartphone send out some signal which can our routers or nodes catch, and then we can track you. It's about 50% of all people. Or we can use some cards which will be on shop logic, and then we can track it. Or and motivation for customers, maybe where you get some discount when you log on free Wi-Fi in stores, and then when you log on through Gmail or Facebook, and then we have more data about you.
I hope that you count that it will be with permission of the customers to track them in the stores. Or do you plan it without? Do you plan it implement without permission? Or it depends on the store, or?
Yes, it depends on stores.
I'm asking if I can prevent this tracking in the store. Oh, this is my personal question.
You can turn off your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, yes, of course. But good to know.
I think this is a very important question that probably you mentioned the validation with the lawyers, but probably you would need to get permission to track the people. And but my question is, if we speak about basically about the security, then do you not expect that that the trend will be towards people switching off their Wi-Fi more in the future? I mean, now this is like usual that the people have the Wi-Fi on, but I think in a couple of years will.
Yeah, sure. Just a short answer, please. It's a yes, no.
Yes, because they don't want to spend their mobile data.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. Thank you. Cool. So 3 down, 4 to go. So next one up is Go Discover, and Go Discover is the one of the finalists from Star Weekend from, what was it, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and they have their presentation and keynote. Yep, that's it. Here's the mic, here's the clicker, and the stage. That means the world is yours.
Thank you. So hello, I'm Lukasz, and I will tell you a story. Just recently I did a road trip, and I visited 9 cities in 9 days. I saw a lot, but I missed a lot, because I couldn't get any kind of planning. And you know why? When I have just a day for visiting a city, the last thing I want to do is to read articles, or open an app, browsing categories, deciding what I'm interested in, then getting list of attractions, deciding again what I want to see, finally somehow getting a list and a map so I can find all of those places. The thing I want is to start experiencing cities straight away and to see all the beautiful places. So is there anything out there that is already helping me? Well, there is Wikipedia and some text to read. To be fair, it gets better with apps like Foursquare or TripAdvisor. However, they're still trying to be everything for everyone. Look there is way too much information, way too many decisions to make. I tried all of this and I wasn't happy. So I told my friends, let's go to Startup Weekend and build something awesome. We built Go Discover in less than 54 hours. So, Go Discover works like this. You get photos of places nearby you. You either like or dislike a photo. Only if you are interested in, you get a detailed description. Then, based on your preferences, you get a list with all information you need. Finally, you're all set in less than 1 minute and ready to explore the city. Yeah, with Go Discover, we focus on 3 things. Reducing amount of text, enhancing power of images, and simplifying interaction. Thanks to that, Go Discover feels more like an actual city experience than planning. And this brings us to the problem of planning, because our competition forces you to make decisions all the time. Yeah. And so in other words, it feels a lot like planning. And this brings us to the problem of planning. Am I the only one struggling here with planning? I was curious. So I talked to people, business travelers, leisure time travelers. Specifically, I was interested in short city stays. I found out they don't plan. They just go to the city center, wander around, hoping to see something interesting. Based on these interviews, we want to start with people who are visiting new city with a limited time schedule. For example, conferences, workshops, trade fairs. This is our first step we want to make. But we don't want to stay just here, we want to move further. Still stay simple on the front end and become smarter on the back end, so we can help more and more people. And since traveling gets only cheaper, and humans are curious by nature, there are going to be many more opportunities to move on. Speaking numbers, TripAdvisor has 315 million monthly unique visitors. In this market, we want to find a working business model. Right now, we want to test in-app purchases, offering ability to buy offline access to data. So, and this is our team. After the startup weekend, we are looking for the developers. So if there's any developer wanting to join us, tell me. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, I like the idea. I saw a couple of similar. What's the business model behind it? I mean, where would you like to generate the revenues?
So the business model is right now.
So you can use the mic.
Oh, sorry for that. So business model, the first and simplest thing to test are in-app purchases. From then we want to see what works, what not. Yeah.
I like simple things, and this is really simple.
Thank you
for that. I would say that I would be your user too, especially when I'm at the conference, as you said, but not for the planning of the vacation with the family. Sorry.
True, that's another story.
Also for me, when I was thinking, it's really nice, but the story is that the decision where I will go will heavily depend on the quality of the picture. Yeah.
We are aware of it. Yeah. There are different ways we can play with this fact, so it's something we have to deal with.
Great. We have time for one question from the audience.
The selection of pictures personalized in any way?
So is the selection of pictures personalized anyway?
Not right now, but there are these opportunities to move forward and to use the fact that we can actually learn about you, and we can offer you images that are more likely that you will like it. So for example, you like castles, so you will get more castles. Or you don't like them, so we are not going to give you castles.
Or the
Great.
maps only. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Wonderful. Thank you very much. That was Go Discover. Thank you. So next one up, we have Ticket Tuna as a very interesting branding decision. Yep, here. Here we go. So here's the mic, here's the clicker, and here's your timer. Good.
Hello everyone. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Our project is called Ticket Tuna, and we want you to enjoy the ride and don't care about the ticket. Public ticketing system is a two-side market, and we see several problems on both sides. On the side of transport provider is high cost of ticket distribution and lack of user statistics. On the side of user, it's manipulation with cash and lack of coins, not very comfortable searching for the routes, and limited accessibility of ticket point of sales. But from now, I will be mostly talking about public city transport because that's on what we focus now. And we see there a big problem. The money from SMS tickets are withheld by operator for a very long time. But we have a solution which solves all of these problems. It's a mobile app enabling purchasing, ticket purchases and searching for bus, tram and train routes. It provides higher comfort for users, and for providers it means lower cost per ticket, big data about users, and finally faster ticket to cash cycle. This is our product overview. It's very simple and we want to use as less steps as possible. This is how it looks like when you launch an app. You just click start, and this is a ticket status where you see your current situation. When you click stop, it will show your final information about ticket and will be charged based on the time you travel. When you want to search for route, just click the button. Our market is very huge. It's 90 million and 270 million passengers transported annually only in Košice and Bratislava. Our go-to-market strategy includes traditional marketing, which means leaflets, articles, social media, and other stuff. And then we have two bonuses for users to acquire them more. The first one is when they launch an app, they get 60 minutes ticket for free. And when they invite a friend, this is the second, who register, use some amount of money, the inviter gets another 60 minutes ticket for free. Our business model is very simple. We charge 20% transaction fee from each ticket. We are open for the future possibilities, such as cross-selling or location-based advertising. We are planning to have at the end of 2050 5,000 regular users with constant growth to 23,000 users in 2017. Our finance plan is based on fulfilling user acquisition and the fact that the user will spend monthly at least 10 euros. On the left side, you can see a revenue axis, which reach almost 3 million euros per year, And on the right side is the profit, which goes around 300,000 euros per year. Our competitors, when we compare Ticketuna to other types of tickets, we see that we provide lower cost per ticket for provider and at the same time higher convenience of service for user. Our timeline, we are currently in a phase of finding other team members to help us develop an app, which we would like to start implementing in third quarter of 2015. Thanks to our partner ČSOB, we are already in negotiation with Bratislava and Košice, and the Slovak Railways and Slovak Bus Transport Company will follow from the beginning of 2015. Our strategic partners are ČSOB, who will take care about the payment process. This is our team. My name is Barnabáš Ninaj, and Petr Šimončič is sitting right there. And unfortunately, Jozef Šoučik, sorry for the name, it's not presented here today, but he's the most experienced one because he already successfully exited his own company, Visicom. If you have any questions, here I am.
Great, thank you.
I can only say that thank you. That's what I was expecting when I gave this idea here. Yeah, that really I think that we can work on. Yeah, and continue. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I keep your finger crossed when you will negotiate with the public transport providers.
It will be a great present for Christmas.
Yeah, definitely. So good luck.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you what kind of hardware is necessary for the people who are checking whether the ticket is, I mean, the typical situation where someone has to check whether you have a valid ticket.
Yeah, it will be secured by a system behind it, but when you have an open app, you will see the time is counting. It's more, and when this situation, when the number is counting, that means that the ticket is still valid.
Že jak ťa revízor okontroluje?
You will show him that the time is going up. That means that the ticket is still valid. There is no QR code or anything behind it.
There's no double check from the...
It will be online.
Okay.
I saw this kind of application in Moscow, and they are using it for parking fees.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the future, buses, trains, taxi, parking, almost everything should be included in this app, but this is the future.
Great. We have time for one question from the audience, if we don't have any more from the jury. Here, please go on.
How do you want to persuade the providers of
transport providers?
Thank you, transport providers. That you will pay only for a time you are in a bus. Because they are. I think they are. Okay.
For now, it will work like the same tickets in ticket machines. So when you travel like 30 minutes, we'll pay for a 15 minutes ticket. But in the future, when we collect the data, we can do some like proposition for transport provider about like implementing time tariffication. You travel 3 minutes, you pay for 3 minutes. But that's the future, and we need to convince the transport provider.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you. That was Ticketuna. Now we have ProGuide. Okay. So 4 minutes for you. Here we go.
Okay. Hello, my name is Andrea Lelovic, and I am co-founder of ProGuide, an online solution for managing grant projects. What are grants? So there is a financing organization who provides non-refundable finances, and there are organizations who get these finances, and these are the grantees. So grant makers provide money or grants to grantees, and the grantees then implement projects. And they must prove that they implemented these projects according to rules and according to project plans. ProGuide will provide them guiding through this process. In the first stage, we concentrate on EU projects because it's a nice challenge, as EU projects are nice challenges for administration and also for reporting issues. It is a challenge because most of the work is done manually, and it's time-consuming, it's full with mistakes, and it looks really, really complicated. And this is why we prepared this solution that will help these grantees with the project planning, project management, and also with the proposal writing and reporting of these projects. As for the market, in the years 2014 and 2020, there are 44 EU programs that will provide approximately, that will support approximately 280,000 projects. Our first target is one program from that is the Creative Europe with 15,000 projects. And our aim is that in 3 years, 450 of these 15,000 projects will become our customers. How do we know that we really provide value? Well, we asked both sides. We asked the grant makers and also the grantees, and they either confirmed our assumptions or they provided us very valuable feedback, and we changed our product according to that. This is an example for the proposal writing, a real guide, because we will have hints there, we will have a video tutorial there, and also an online document for writing the proposal. This is an example for the management part with alarm system, for example, for deadlines or for changes like in budget. If you missed something, there will be an alarm. Our business model is a freemium model, which means that for the project planning and for the proposal writing, there will be no fee. But after, when you get the grant, you will pay for the project management and for the reporting. Monthly fee, project per organization. As for the go-to-market strategy, we will use online and offline tools as well. ProgID is an intuitive tool and also is with EU-specific solutions. We looked at the market, whether there are some similar solutions. There are a few of them out there, but they are either very EU-specific and not intuitive at all, which doesn't help those project managers who don't have any project management training. They are scared of these tools. Or there are some very intuitive, but then there are less EU-specific features. ProgID actually combines both features. And this is the plus that we are bringing to the market. As in our product, our team is also a combination of IT background and EU project management background with approximately 25 years experience altogether. As our timeline, we started in October with the post-up kickoff meeting, and we validated the idea, prepared the business model canvas. We are here today, and the next stage is 2 to 3 months of business validation. And also, we plan to develop a prototype until March. And if everything goes well, then we could get the first paying customers at the end of the year. We need for that expert mentoring, contacts above all in EU, official places, and funding, of course. Well, thank you very much, and I'm open for your questions.
Great, thank you.
I like it. Honestly, I can say only what I think it's really the difficult will be to market it in terms of really going through the market is large, but really how to get there. And it's also only the question I can imagine that it will be only in English, but also maybe, or are you thinking of, for example, Slovak language for the support of the really people?
It very much depends on the programs we are targeting. As I said, our first target is an international program that is managed from Brussels. But of course, as soon as we have the technical solution, we can translate that into any programs. Because actually what is really interesting is that the core solution for all these grant programs is the same. There are not so many ways of managing a budget, for example. Yes.
I have only one question. I can imagine that each grant scheme has different requirements. How do you tailor-made the software to each scheme? I mean, is it a lot of work you have to do?
Well, as I said, the core solution, the core structure is very similar. It's very often only the wording, how you call certain parts of this budget and of the applications. So we can manage tailor making it for one project, one program as the Creative Europe, and maybe a few of them. But we are already thinking about the future. Whether we really want to going into this specialization, or are there other ways how we can assure that there will be other ways how to tailor-made it while we are not specializing in it, like some community-based solutions and so on. But for this moment, for the next 2 to 3 years, yes, we can do that, as long as we don't want to target all European programs.
Great, wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you, Andrea. So the last one is called Tipster Box, and I'm going to ask Patrick to come on stage. Now here's your mic.
Thank you.
Here's your clicker, and your timer's there. Go for it.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Patrick Danek, and I'm the founder of Tipster Box. The next world's largest betting insight network. My vision is to open the global betting market for everyone to search and bet in simple and profitable way. Current estimations suggest that sport betting industry is worth $700 billion a year, which makes sport betting one of the fastest growing segment in a betting industry. Although the sport betting is booming these days, no one has yet mastered the perfect platform or solution for bettors. So for those who bet, there is no easy way to search for bet information. There is no easy way to choose from daily options of the possible bets that one which is valuable, and moreover, without any detailed informations and analysis, spontaneous betting is at the end very risky, and the risk of losing money is enormous. That's why we would like to come with a global betting marketplace where everyone can access, follow, and even automate betting. We are trying to focus on bettors, but we are coming to triple-side markets, and we are also trying to solve the problems of acquisition of new customers for sport betting companies, and also for tipsters. So those are those who are betting expert and who are adding the tips. To communicate our solutions with our potential customers and partners, we prepared the wireframes, and these wireframes were designed together with these potential customers and users. That's why we are coming to the market right from the beginning with consolidated informations to our tips with historical data where our bettors will be able to find expert they trust, with daily tips, so they will be able to choose the valuable tip on a daily basis, and also with automated bettings which will eliminate the time they are spending to place the bet. Aligned with all of the informations about the market size and the potential, we are coming to the market where we would like to attract more than 60 million people who are searching for pre-match information before they place a bet. And this market will grow dramatically next couple of years because the key growth driver will be mobile, and internet connection and their growth account on very dramatically growth of this market and make betting much more accessible for people everywhere. There are several solutions on the market nowadays, but most of them are focusing only on the local market and are providing their service only to limited amount of bettors. On the other side, there are several who are global, but the user convenience is very low. And most of them are using absolutely different business model. Their business model is based on subscription, and they are asking bettors for prepayment and investment, and our business model will be based on freemium, and we will provide them with all of the informations and tip free of charge, and we will charge them only for those additional functions as, for example, the automated betting, notification, and so on. But we are expecting much more revenue from the other side, from sport betting companies, where the business model will be based on commission model and affiliate. We would like to partner with local and also the leading betting companies. We would like to partner with tipsters. We would like to partner with suppliers of betting-related data. And we would like to partner also with sport-oriented media. Within idea market, we were able to validate this solution, and we would like to be on the market as soon as possible and to attract the global level within the end of the next year. My background is from business consulting, and to our team, we are looking for members who will be responsible for technology, but we are also looking for seed funding to bring this idea alive. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed.
Questions?
I'm not so familiar with sport bets, but is not the interest of the betting companies and the interest of those who give these tips, is it not a little bit contradictory that the betting companies are not happy that someone is giving insider information?
We were discussing this with some of the local betting companies and also with some of the global players. And with this solution, we are bringing them much more customers, and we are not going against them because they will have the incremental level of users, and they will have incremental the tickets. So we are not going against them. Because we are bringing much more customers to them. But for example, the leading betting companies are paying for affiliate programs. Approximately Bet365 is paying $70 million US dollars on a yearly basis. So they are really looking for solutions which will attract much more users to bring them, because they...
Short answers.
That's it.
I don't know the market, but I expect that the bet companies would like to, be different. And this is something like a universal interface for all of them. Did you check it if it is, sellable for all of them? Because I expect that you will offer the one interface, user interface for all of the betting companies.
This solution is primary for bettors, and only the automated betting will be able, and it will be able for all of the sport betting companies. So we are not approaching only one sport betting companies, but we will be the solution for all of them, because it depends whether you will have, because all of the bettors have account in different sport betting companies, because they are looking on the market for the best odds to place the bet. So they are really placing the bets with different types and different providers, with different bookmakers.
Okay, time for one last question.
I saw that you don't have the people from the technology side. I guess that it could be pretty expensive from the technology point of view. Did you check it somehow? Did you make some calculation how much could cost it? Because I guess it could be really.
We had a discussion with several teams who were trying to approach the same market, so we know the price, because on one side it's a platform, but on the technology side it's APR to automated betting, and this is the solution. There is, for example, one leading company, Betfair, on the market, which has API which is publicly available, so we can start right from the beginning with this API and with this solution.
Great. Thank you very much. That was Tipster Box. Thank you. So you saw this one off. So you saw presentations of 7 startups. 6 were from the Spot. 1 was from the Startup Weekend. Very happy that you saw this. It was Vladimira was sending me messages not to forget something to say, so I need to read it from here, because if Vladimira says something, I need to read it out. So this is really important to understand that we made this in 6 weeks. The progress you saw, it was like from zero, from nothing, from nada, from like an idea on a handkerchief, basically to this kind of presentations. Some already have prototypes, and they, there's a wonderful thing what they did. They were talking to their potential customers. Something that most startup founders in Slovakia don't do. They're not going outside of the building. They're not asking people. You had 180 interviews for a track shop. You had hundreds of surveys and in-person meetings from Tipster Box. You had 54 restaurants in Wadey. A lot of more conversations that were taken out in regarding of the business. Because we don't know what the customer wants. The customer knows what he wants. So if we ask him, he's going to tell us. It's really important. So I would love to thank you all for coming today for the demo day. We're going to have an internal discussion, and until the end of the week, we're going to send out an information leaflet with the guys who are getting into the incubation phase. But before we're going to end today, we have a wonderful buffet there, so I want to invite you there to have a glass of champagne with us and a little baguette with it. Good. So 3, 2, 1, say startup. Startup. And once again, startup, valuation, financing, investment, bootstrapping, and Christmas. It's all there. Cool, wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you.